All right, so a very good evening to everybody present over here. This is the second session of the Python OPP revision. Uh, I hope all of you have attended or at least watched the previous video. As today, our session taker, Parampreet Singh, is going to solve questions for your revision. I hope you take the best out of it and all the best for your OPP. I won't be making the introduction that long so that you people can begin ASAP. All the best.
Okay, thank you, Ekansh, and thank you, Kanha House, for giving me this opportunity. And so, yes, uh, those who are new to my sessions, I am Parampreet Singh, a Python developer. I am in this degree uh, in the diploma level, and I have been taking Python and machine learning (MLP) practices sessions. Okay, so yesterday we did a session on the revision. Uh, like the revision of the topics for OPP2, which you guys can see here in my YouTube channel, session number 31. Okay, those who are new to my like the session and all, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I'll upload the recording there. Okay, after this session, and in today's session we will mainly be practicing on these questions. Okay, so I have like prepared 27 questions, and I have added some questions from o OPP to mock as well. Okay, thank you, Ekansh. So then let's begin. Okay, before that, if anyone wants to like discuss any specific wants to discuss any specific topic or something, we can do that. So like we'll do one topic here, which is matrix multiplication. So okay, I don't think then anybody has any specific topic. So let's start. Um, okay. Just one thing. Dictionary. Dictionary. के when we practice the questions, no, we will practice the questions based on upon dictionary only. There are many questions. Okay. So then we will do the like flow and everything. Okay. Just one thing. Let's first start with the matrix multiplication. Okay. So I'll initialize two matrix. Okay. M1 and 1 2 3 4 5 6. I think let me keep it till this only. M2 7 8 9 10 and 11 12. Now there is a before doing matrix multiplication, are you all familiar with the topic matrix? I hope you all are. Guys, just keep this session interactive. If you can speak, that would be great. If you cannot, you can like react, you can type in comment in the chat box. Okay, just keep the session interactive so that मैं अपने लिए नहीं, मैं आप लोगों के लिए ले रहा हूँ. Okay, so you know there is a rule for matrix multiplication. Yes, we will use dot product here, but there is a rule. Can anybody tell me the rule? um, just a basic, you can say, criteria for matrix multiplication.
The number of columns must be equal to number of rows.
Yes, the number of columns in the left hand matrix should be the same as the number of columns in the right hand matrix. So here we, okay, so here how many rows are there in M1?
2 rows.
Two rows. And how many columns?
3.
Three. And in M2 how many rows and columns?
3 rows, 2 columns.
3 2.
Yes. Okay, so if I normally write let's say okay, instead of M, let me write matrix. Okay, uh or let's keep it M only. So R1 and C1. Okay, R1 is the like number of rows. And now can anyone tell me how can I calculate the number of columns? There is some
Length
pattern
of
again.
list.
Sorry. Okay, see, the inner list, the nested list has the same number of elements, right? And which are the number of columns. Okay, so we can take any list like any row from the first matrix, and we can just compute the length of it. That will be called as the column number of columns. Okay, is it clear? Similarly
Yes,
for
sir.
R2 and C2. So are you all clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, let me encapsulate all this in a function, matrix multiplication. Okay, so what I am doing here is I am taking two matrices and I am just computing their rows and columns. Now there is like the check, the criteria which I asked earlier. We should do that check before multiplying the matrices. Okay, and what's that check? If anybody can tell me programmatically.
C1 equal to R2.
Yes. If C1 is not equal to R2, that means we cannot multiply these two matrices, right? So what I can do is I can simply return -1 or something, which simply means I cannot give any kind of result. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Is it till now this is clear, guys?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, great. So okay, let's go with this only. Let's create a result matrix. That result matrix will be the matrix having the multiplication, the resultant matrix of multiplying these two matrices. Okay, just before that, can anyone tell me what would be the shape of this matrix be? Like the number of rows and columns will be
2
for the
cross 2.
R1 into C2.
2 cross 2.
yes, 2 cross 2. Okay, R1, or simply we can say which is 2, and a number of columns will be C2, which is number of. Okay, so this is it mainly. Now how do we do the matrix multiplication? Can anyone give me any idea? Row of first matrix is multiplied with the column of second matrix, right? Okay, so if I multiply this first row with this column 7, 9, 11, what value should I get? Like, okay, let's not consider the value, but okay, this would be a 2 by 2 matrix, right? So let me write here as well, so जिससे हमें थोड़ी आसानी हो जाए. Okay, so just tell me which will have the value, A, B or C or D will have the value after multiplying this and this, where we will store the result after doing
A.
the dot product. A, right? And if I multiply this with this 8, 10, 12,
B. B.
B, right? And if I multiply 4, 5, 6 with 8, 10, 12, where should I store it?
D.
D. Okay, and similarly for C, we will multiply this with 7, 9, 11. So you all are clear with this, right? So basically आपको मैट्रिक्स मल्टीप्लिकेशन क्लियर होना चाहिए. अगर आपको नॉर्मल कंसेप्ट क्लियर है, हाउ इफ यू नो हाउ टू actually multiply two matrices, then this is just very easy. So as someone said, Kush said a row of first matrix should be multiplied with the column of second matrix. So we should go with the rows of first matrix. Okay, so our first matrix is M1. So how can we iterate through the rows of a matrix?
For I in
Mhm.
1.
For I in a range, I would say R1. Okay, that means I am going through each and every row, and I is storing the index of that particular row. Am I right?
Yep.
Yes, sir. Right. So we can say like row equals R1I. है ना? Is this clear, guys? We have this row 1, 2, 3. Now in this row only, okay, we want this column, the first column, and we want the second column. How can we iterate through the columns?
For I in the range of C2.
Okay, I cannot use the same variable. Okay, this
J.
is just one thing. I can use any other name. So let's consider the J only. For J in range, C2. Okay, why C2?
The column of the first
Column
column
of
of
second.
Right, column of second matrix, because I want to do column wise operations. Okay, all right. Now this is one thing. Now I cannot get the column directly here. Okay, only if I transpose it, then only, but I don't need to do all the stuff. Now I have the row here, which let's write 1 2 3. Okay, now let's take okay, so this is for um not I equals to 0. Okay, let's take for I equals to 0 only. We have this row. Okay, and if we take only I equals 0, okay, and not specifically I equals to 0, let's check if we have the values. Okay, what values do we have in J? Can anyone tell me what values do we have in J?
List list.
The indices, right? Indices for the columns. So that means 0 1 and 2. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just be with me. It's just a 5-minute problem, nothing more. So we will have these indexes, right, in J. So J can have these indexes. So that means now I need to access for the first column, and for the first column that I need to figure it out. How can I access that? um which means I need to access I guess 7 9 11. So I need this list and I need this list, and if I have both of the list, I'll do the dot product. Okay,
Yes, sir.
basically I need to do this thing, right? I need 58 as my answer for A, right? To multiply 1 by 7, 2 by 9, 3 by 11, and then we will sum it up and we'll get the 58, which would be the result for A, right? And then similarly we will go for B, we will go for C, we will go for D. Now there is a common thing. Okay, not exactly a common thing we can say, but yes, the number of rows in and the number of columns are same, right, in matrix 1 and 2, है ना? This
Yes,
is
sir.
clear, right? So what we
Yes.
can do is we can either iterate through the number of rows, or either we can iterate through the number of columns again. Okay, so that we will have a common index. Okay, is it clear, guys? Oh, sorry, the number of columns or the number of rows, uh, number of columns in matrix 1 and number of rows in matrix 2, we have to iterate, we have to go through either in from matrix 1 or either from matrix 2. So that is up to us. So let's take from the matrix 1 only. Okay, so we need to go in this manner. And how can we go in this manner? This is the number of columns, right? And the number of columns, which variable is representing here the number of columns for matrix 1?
Say one.
C1, right? So we will just go through the columns of that. So for k in range C1. So now what values does k will have? K will have 0 1 2. Okay, these are the indexes, and these indexes matches these like the indexes required for this, right? Am I right? Yes,
Yes.
clear. And similarly that these indexes will match the indexes of this column as well, right? For 0 7, for 1 9, and for 11 2, right? So we have like a common thing here. That means 1 is linked with 7, 2 is linked with 9, and 3 is linked with 11. So we have this common criteria, not criteria, we have a common link, which is the k here. Okay, now we just need to access those elements. So r1 of I, basically the row which we were having, right? Let's not go into the row, let's just take this r1 only. Okay, so r1 of I, it will have 1 2 3, right? Now I need to access 1. How can I access 1 from here? using
K.
K tell me. Yes,
K.
K, right? So now what will I, now here I'll have this one, right? Now I
Yes, sir.
want to access 7 from M2. Now tell me, how can I access from M2 this 7?
C2 of J of K.
C2 of
C2 of K
J of
of
J
J.
of K.
okay, so C2 is okay, there is a little bit
No.
confusion. Sorry, this should not be R1 exactly, because R1 is just the length. Okay,
Yes, sir.
it should be the matrix M1, and similarly it should be the matrix. No need to use numpy, don't use numpy there. Okay, and here we have M2. So in matrix 2 I need to access 7. How can I access 7? Okay, first tell me, how can I access this first row using K? Just like find out a little link. Okay, at starting the value of K will be 0, right? For here as well, here I am getting
Yes.
I can write 1 here. Okay,
M2 of
where K I equals 0, K equals 0. Here also I need some value which should give me uh, K equals 0 and J equals 0 to access this 7. So I just need to write K here first. Why I'm writing K first? Okay, because I need to match these values, like I need to match the pattern exactly which I'm getting here. And now the next J value. Okay, so now what value do I have here? I have 7. And similarly for the next iteration, when K will be 1, then I'll have here 2 and here I'll have 9. Okay, when K will be 2, then I'll have here 3 and here I'll have 11. Okay, so that means now I have these two lists of using this loop. So that means now I have these two lists and I just need to do the dot product. Okay, now you guys tell me, how should we do the, like how to do a dot product?
simply multiply and add them.
Right, so simply multiply and them. So can I just initialize a variable first? I will not assign here anything.
Yes.
What I will do, I'll simply multiply these two values which I was doing here, 1 into 7, 2 into 9, 3 into 11, and I'll simply add them in my dot itself. Okay, which simply represents the dot product. That means uh, at first I'll have 7, then I'll have 18, and then I'll have 33, and all this will be added to this dot, which results in 58. Okay, so now I have this. Now I'm like, you can say I'm done with the value A. Okay, similarly I'll have the value B, I'll have the value C, I'll have the value D. This you can dry run to actually like find out how it is working. Okay, I'm not going into the dry run because that will take another half an hour. So now we have dot equals 58 as it is, it is representing here. Now we need to add this dot into this list. Now what this list is, this is the row of the resultant matrix, right? In the result matrix, this
We
is the
have to
first row.
create an empty row.
Yes, so what we have to do, we have to initialize a row here first. Okay, we have to initialize a row here first. That means हम एक row से जब when we are done with the dot product of one, we'll add that into our row. That means we are adding the a here, indirectly we can say. And when we are done with this row, that means a comma b, now we need to add this row into our matrix result, which is out of this loop. Okay, sorry, not this loop but out of these loops. That means here result dot append row. Okay, can anyone tell me is row की मेरी length क्या होगी? What would be the length of row?
3.
No, 3,
2.
2.
2.
Oh,
Why 2?
no.
Because
2,
it's a
2.
2 by 2 matrix,
Yes.
right? And what will be the length of this result matrix?
2.
again 2 because it's a 2 by 2 matrix. See, there are 2 columns and there are 2 rows, so I'll have the R1 into C2, which is the 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, and at the end I just need to return the resultant matrix. And now if I print this and let me run it, so see, I'm getting the values here: 58, 64, 139, 154. 58 we have seen. For 64 we can simply see 1 2 3 and 8 10 12. So that means 8 and 20 and 36. If we sum them up, if we add them, then we'll get 64. So is it clear, guys? The matrix multiplication, I guess many
Yes,
of you have
yes,
like this.
Yes.
yes,
uh,
sir.
okay, great.
I have question.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, can you repeat for K part?
Okay, let me just copy it in here. Okay, I'll keep this file and I'll share you all these files in a drive link. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
don't worry about that. The K part is to find that common, like here we can see we need to multiply this row with this particular column, and the common thing here is that the number of elements in this row and the number of elements in this column are the same. So the K is that
Yes,
link
sir.
to find that, like the number of rows and the number of columns. Okay, that is the number of columns in m1 and number of rows in m2. That K is the link. K एक link की तरह काम कर रहा है. Okay, K is helping
Yes,
me
sir.
for that indexes mainly.
So
Okay,
how are we are ensuring for the order of the matrix?
for order of the matrix, because in loop we run by default the for loop runs in the same
Oh
order
no,
as a
resultant matrix order.
in the,
No, resultant matrix order. How are we are ensuring that it
because
should
we
be?
are adding the row. Okay, when we are at the first row, okay, of the R1, that means for this we need
I
these
question.
two rows
One second. How we are ensuring both the metrics are following matrix order that we have
that
to
we are
ensure.
ensuring from this condition, right?
Okay, C1 is not equal to R2. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Okay, if they are not
Okay.
equal, let's say if I okay, if I change the order of this, let's say if I remove a row from here. Okay, so now it's a 2 by 2 matrix. Now if I run this, I'll get -1 here. That means I cannot simply multiply these two matrices. Okay, this is just
Okay.
a pre-check which we should do. Okay, we don't know what kind of output we are getting. इसके अलावा और भी we do a lot of checks as you make a program user friendly. Okay, you don't want a user to see some error, name error or something, right? A user just want the correct answer for some given input. So we
Okay. Okay.
handle all these edge cases and everything at the end. Okay, all right, now let's move to these questions. So I have created many questions in the like many ways. So if I just show you in the preview, that would be better. Okay, so I have like comprehensions, LEGB rule, dictionary based questions, matrix based questions, some extra questions, CSV file, and some text file questions. Okay, so these are like many questions. Total I have 27 questions I have created. Out of 27 we will try to do the most today, and I'll share this the file of the questions with you all so that you can practice on your own as well. Okay, after the session.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. So start कहाँ से करें? Should we start with
ये
topic?
पीडीएफ ये पीडीएफ्स कहाँ मिलेंगे?
From last.
uh,
From
I'll
last.
I'll compile all these things in a drive link, and same as yesterday I'll add it in this form. Okay, in this form you can just like click on this link or this link, you will get the drive link. आपको उसमें सारी files मिल जाएंगी for
ये
OPP1
फॉर्म
for
का लिंक नहीं है मेरे पास.
okay, I'll share this form link. Generally I share this at the end of the session as a feedback form. Okay,
Okay.
and it is the form I also attach in the description of my the video as well. Okay, so and I, if anyone reads the description, you may find other helpful resources as well. Okay. So let's start with comprehensions. How many of you know or done like a list comprehensions? Okay, no one. Only one, two. Okay, three people. OPP 1, it was there, right? The comprehensions.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So how many of you were able to do those questions?
मैंने कर लिया था.
Great. Okay, what about others? So I think 3 to 4
OPP OPP 2 में पैटर्न प्रॉब्लम्स आएंगे क्या?
I
No.
don't know exactly, but yes, from the mock which I have seen, mock questions of OPV2, I cannot find any pattern question. Okay.
Yes, sir. There is not pattern pattern question.
I guess उनको स्वैप कर दिया है सर फाइल एंडिंग के साथ.
Yes, there will be
उनके
file handling questions. Okay, so let's do a basic. Okay, we have many questions here. Let's start with this basic first question. Okay. Let me create a file instead. Question1.py. So given a list of numbers, create a new list of square of each number using list comprehension. So I'll copy this code as well. Okay. Are you all clear with the question? What we have to do exactly?
Yes.
Okay, what about others? So there are like 23 people, if I can see at least 15 to 20 thumbs up or something. That means okay. Guys, just one thing. If you have a laptop or desktop, please join this meet using your laptop or desktop and open the like code editor side by side and try to do like the write the code. Okay. And if you are able to write the code, please share in the chat box. Okay. So that is just for your practice only. That will speed up
Sir,
your.
can you please again send the link of the form where I can get these questions?
Okay. Currently, I have not added it. I'll add it after the session. Okay, because I have just created them. But this is the link you can save. I have added. Okay. Now, generally, I'll again go with the normal. So the question is given a list of numbers. We need to create a new list containing the square of each number. Okay, so that means the square of these numbers. So for 1 we have 1, for 2 we have 4, for 5 we have 25. Question is clear, right? We need to create a list of squares of the from the list numbers. Let's first start with the normal loop based approach. Okay, so this is for you guys to identify to see how exactly list comprehension works. So कोई मुझे can any one of you tell me how can we create this squares list using normal for loop?
For num in nums.
Okay,
For in num in
except
numbers.
you, you have already like done. Anyone else?
For a num in numbers,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
we can put some
Cards
this
dot
thing
append.
of a variable, and then we can append to the square.
Okay. So like this, we can calculate the square first, right?
Yes,
And then we
and
can
then we can append it
append
to.
that square into the squares list.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
This code is clear to everyone?
Yes, yes.
Is there anyone who is not clear with this code? Okay, great. So now let's move with the comprehension approach. So what I'll do, I'll create a list squares too. Okay, now just see carefully what I am doing. Okay, बहुत simple है. In the OPP as well you can do this. Okay, first write whenever you see a question of comprehension try to do it normally. Okay, when you are getting the answer, the exact answer normally which we want, like if I run this right now, I'm getting the exact answer. That means your logic is 100% correct. You just need to tweak the code a little bit to make it into a list comprehension. Okay, so I'll tell you the approach. Just simply copy this loop. Okay, just select the loop and copy it. Do not copy the colon. Copy the loop and paste it in the list. Okay, this much is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, is this clear to everyone? Guys, please respond quickly
Yeah,
because we
yeah.
have so many
Yes, sir.
questions today. Okay, now the thing which we are appending exactly, okay, that we need to write here just before the loop. Okay, write exactly here. And what we are appending, we are appending the square. What that square is, that is this num star star 2. So I'll simply copy it and I'll simply paste it. That's it, nothing else. Okay, it is as simple as that, and I can simply remove the spaces as well, and we are done with this question. If I print squares of 2 or squares 2, I'll get the same result. If I run this, see, okay, let me increase the font size. Terminal, uh, okay, terminal size, yes, 24. So can you guys see the answer? Both are resulting in the same answer. Is it clear to you all? How do we do list comprehension?
Can we just use only print statement
Yes,
instead
that
of
is
the
up to you. No need to create a variable or something. That is up to you at the end. Okay, this is just for a shorthand technique. So is it easy or is it
yes,
difficult?
Yes, sir. Easy.
Easy,
it's
right?
understandable.
It's really very, very, very easy. So just this basic thing. Now let's move ahead. Our question 1 is done. It is of, I guess, 5 marks or 10 marks maybe, because it's a comprehension one. IITM just tries us to like confuse us at most as like possible. Okay, so do not get confused. Everything is easy. Just try it. So now the question is this. Okay, rather than this question, second question I give it to you all. You can try this. So we have 6 questions in this, right? Uh, so let's do only 2 questions. Rest you all can do on your own. Okay, create a new list containing the length of each string in the given list using list comprehension and lambda. Okay, just before that lambda, let's just normally do it. I'll create a file question3.py.
Can you do questions related to dictionaries?
Yes, we will do that. Just after that, we have dictionary questions. Okay. All right. So, if we ignore this part, can anyone explain what we have to do exactly in this question? Anyone?
Basically, we have to return the length of each strings.
We have to
Return lengths of each string. Like it
write
will be a
lengths of the string of each of the like string we have in this list, right? So that means for apple we have 5, for banana we have 6, for cherry we have 6, for date we have 4. Okay, now normally how do we do it?
we
Let me
can
create a string.
iterate through it
Yes,
and then use length function.
right, for let's iterate through it. Okay, now use the length function. Okay, I'll store it in n. Okay, L, yes, and yes, you are right, and then just that's it. So we are done with this, and if I run this, I'll get exactly the same answer, 5664. Is this clear to you all? How this normal is, how normally like this is working? Okay, that lambda we don't need exactly, so I'm just keeping it. This is just giving you one more example. Now you guys tell me, step by step, like how can we create a list comprehension?
Like same as
Mm-hmm.
earlier, no?
Same as earlier.
So
Tell me the first step.
we can return length of s
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and then for s in strings.
Yes. ओके, जस्ट वन थिंग, अगर आपको ऑर्डर वगैरह का कुछ लगे ना, सो जो भी चीज़ वट एवर वी हैव टू अपेंड, just copy that. First write the thing which you need to append into the list. Okay, then just simply copy the loop and paste it. Do not copy colon, do not add any kind of indentation or something. That's it. Okay, very basic thing. And now if we print it, we have our same answer. Is this clear to everyone? Um, okay, I can only see one. So is this not clear or okay? So I think it is clear, right? Great. Okay. This is a very again basic question. Let's do one more question on. Okay, let's do this one question. Okay, it's a very interesting question. This is it, and then we will move on to the dictionaries one. Question 4.py. What this question is saying, can anyone explain us?
We have to return tuple
Mm-hmm.
with the number and its cube.
Mm-hmm. With the number and the cubes. Okay, are you guys clear with the question? That yes, we need to return that. We need to return the tuples. Each tuple is having the number itself and its cube. Okay. Uh, Now there are many ways to do this question. Okay. Let's first normally do it using loop. So let me write cubes. Okay. And now you guys tell me, how can we do in a normal for loop?
The same.
Yes,
Just we have
same
to create.
for num in numbers. Okay. First we need to create a tuple. And how can we create the tuple?
This is tuple.
Using parentheses.
Yes, parenthesis, but like what should we need to add in
Comma,
the tuple?
Comma.
comma,
Num comma num into num into num.
Yes, num comma. We can do
Num
num
into
into num into num, or we can do num raised to the power 3. Right?
3.
Both are same. है ना? Now we just need to append that into cubes and that's it. We are printing it. Okay. And let's run this. So we are getting the same output. Is this clear to you all?
Yes, sir.
Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I hope this is clear to everyone. Okay. Let's just do one simple thing. Okay. Let's first do with normal list comprehension. Okay. Cubes too. Now you guys tell me, how can we do with the list comprehension?
So we write tuple.
Okay, this tuple, right? We'll simply copy paste this tuple. See, I'm not writing anything, I'm just copy pasting this stuff. Now what's the next step?
For numbers.
For num in numbers. Okay, just copy paste it and we are done. Print cubes too. We have our answer. Is it clear to
Yes,
everyone?
sir. Yes.
I have a question. In I have seen some
Mm-hmm.
functions in return statement. There is this list comprehension. No?
This is
In the
list
end,
comprehension.
we can use in same as a function in return statement
In
instead of
which
like
statement?
printing. Now in so function we have to make functions like modular approach.
Yes, yes,
So
yes. That
we
I'm proceeding to that only. Okay.
okay.
Uh Now um okay. How many of you know are clear with the concept of lambda functions? Yesterday we did it, or even before that if you know. Just give a thumbs up or something if you are clear. Okay, so I guess 50% or 60%. Okay. So can you guys tell me how can I create a lambda function which takes a number and returns a tuple having that number and the cube of that number? Let's just
x
name the function cube.
cube is equal to
Mm-hmm.
lambda
Mm-hmm.
x
Mm-hmm.
colon
Uh-huh.
bracket x
Mm-hmm.
comma x star star 3.
Yes. Okay. If anybody is not clear with this, what we are doing here is we are doing something like this. Okay. Return and return n comma and star star 3. Okay. This is the same function and this is the same function. Just the difference is this is a normal function definition and this is using lambda. Okay. Are you guys clear with this?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now let's proceed further. So I'll remove this one, or I'll comment it out just for your help purposes. Now we need to like create a list of that. So how many of you are aware with the function map? Map. Only one, two. Okay, only two are. Well, this was in OPP one. Okay, three, two, three, four people. Okay, five. So what map function does? Can anyone explain? What's the use of this map? Okay, no worries. So.
It's a conversion of string into integer.
Okay, no, not exactly that. What map does is it takes a function, okay, and it takes some iterable. That can be anything. That can be a list. That can be a string. That can be a dictionary, tuple, set, anything. Okay, and it goes to like go to each and every element of that iterable. For this example, let's take list. Okay, that means map will take a function and map will take a list. It will go through each and every element of that list, and it will apply that function. Okay, it will apply that function onto the each element, and whatever the result we will get now, it will store it. Okay, are you all clear with the concept of map? Okay.
Just do it. You can say.
Well, there is okay. Let me show you how map works normally. Let's say I have created a cubes 3 empty list. Okay, what it does is normally what we do, uh, let's say if I have this function cube, what I will do here is I will append the number cubes 3. What I will append, I'll call the function cube, I'll pass in num. What I will get in return from this, anyone can tell me?
Actually,
What I will get in return from the selected code.
Cube of the number.
Okay, I'll get this tuple.
no, no,
Okay, having that number
nobody can.
and having the cube of that number, similar to this, right? Is it clear, guys? And that we are simply appending it. Is it clear to everyone? Okay,
Repeat,
50
please.
to 60%. Okay, no worries. So this is just one thing. Well, this is a very helpful function. These are like some more functions are there, zip, enumerate, and all. I have explained it numerous of times, well, in every OPP session. Okay. Um, Now let's do it with the comprehension way. Now, you guys should tell me like how can I do it with the comprehension? Anyone?
Cube of num
Cube
for
of num?
num and numbers.
Yes, for num in numbers. That's it. That's the thing which we have to do. And if I print all
Okay.
these lists, see, from cube 1, cube 2, cube 3, cube 4, I'm getting the same output. Is this clear to you all?
Actually, this cube of num we are getting from lambda function, no?
Yes, this is the lambda
Okay.
function.
Okay. Okay. That's it.
Okay,
It's
this
clear.
is clear, right?
Yes.
So this is called a comprehension way. Okay, generally if someone says you know to do something using comprehension, you do it in this manner. Now if someone says do it in functional programming way, so there are like, if you explore some other languages, I guess Elixir is there, and
Okay. I have one
yes,
question. In list comprehension, uh, for after four we use if statement, no, like conditional statement.
if statement.
Yes. Yes. Conditionals.
Yes, for that also there are like two ways. If you want to filter it out, then you will use after the loop. Okay, let's say if num
Okay.
is greater than 0. Okay, And if you want to do something, let's say you want to append something, whether that condition satisfies or not. Let's say you are checking if that number is odd or even. If the number is
Filtering
odd, then
actually.
you are taking the cube. If the number is even, then you are taking the square.
Yes, yes,
Then
I
you
will.
need to write the condition here. Okay, I'm not going into that.
First,
Yes.
no, I understand how we have to paste in last, and for second, what you tell? Please repeat that.
For second, okay. Let's say, okay, uh, I'll explain you it later, okay, after this map
Okay,
function.
okay.
So the question was using list comprehension and then map function. Okay, so map, what I told you, it takes a function, okay, and it takes a list, and it goes to each and every element of that list and apply that function, and whatever the result we will get, okay, it will store that. Is it clear now? What map function do?
Yes.
What about others? Is it clear to everyone?
No, sir.
Okay, no worries. What we will do? Let me write it first. Then आपको थोड़ा और अच्छे से clear होगा. I'll write cubes 5 equals map cube comma numbers. That's it. I don't need to write anything else. Now, what is a cube here? Can you tell me?
It's a lambda function.
Yes, it's a function or lambda function. What is the numbers?
It is a list
It's a list,
of the numbers.
right? So what it will do, it will take that cube function and it will go to the each and every element of that numbers list, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it will call the function on that number. Okay, whatever the like numbers are there in the list or something. Okay, then whatever return value it is returning, it will give that value and store it. That's it. Now I just need to convert it into a list or something. So if I convert it into a list, I'll get this value: 1 comma 1, 2 comma 8, 3 comma 27, 4 comma 64. See, this is similar to this. This is the approach, we can say comprehension approach. This is, we can say, functional programming. Okay, so in future when you learn more programming, there are different programming paradigms like object oriented programming, functional programming and all. So this is a one way to do a functional programming. Mainly in JavaScript people use this a lot. Okay, in like in modern languages we can say. So how many of you are clear with it, with this? Okay, 2 3 4 5. Okay, I guess then 50%, even that is okay. Okay, mainly आपको, if you are clear with the comprehension, that is great. Okay, because that is very helpful for generally as well. And if you want to learn more about the comprehensions and everything, you can just check my this Python one liners. Here I have explained like everything about the list comprehension, the dictionary comprehension and other types of the lambda as well in very detail. Okay, so Python one liners on my YouTube channel itself. uh, okay, so this is it. Shall we move forward to dictionary kinds of question?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So now we have done 3 questions, right? And we have 6 questions in the like comprehension. So I suggest you all to do the rest of the 3 questions, and whatever question you will do, uh, like your solution, the code, paste it in the comments of the video. Okay, so that मुझे clear हो जाएगा कि that you have done that. Okay. Now, yesterday, if you have like, or if you know about how modules work and all, then you guys can practice these 2 questions. These are some extra questions. You guys can practice this. Okay. Yes, I am going into that only. So these are like, one is a normal LGB rule based question, which I always ask in my sessions, and this is the normal LGB rule but with the help of modules. Uh, from yesterday's session, do you guys remember with the chat with chatbot DeepSeek OpenAI example? So yes, this is similar to that. Okay, आप लोग ये क्वेश्चन पढ़ना. If you are clear with this, then do write the code in the comments. If not, you can ask. I'll share you the code with the explanation. It's a very small code. Okay. Now let's go with the dictionary question. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 questions. We will do 2 questions, or because we have done 2 questions yesterday as well. So we will do like 2 to 3 questions. We will try. Okay. Uh, First is find the maximum minimum. This is a basic question. Let's do this question, or okay, even this is also basic. Let's do this one. Okay. Question number 11 I'm doing. I have this data, grocery data. Okay. So the question is asking, create a dictionary where categories are keys and total price of all items in that category is the value. Okay. So what are the categories here? Can you tell me from this data?
Fruit, dairy, bakery, vegetable, meat.
Yes. So these are the categories. Okay. Now just before doing the question, if I ask you, I want to print this name Apple. Can anyone tell me how can I do so?
Using key item
Using key, the code.
or code, or we have to, yeah, the grocery
Print.
data, and in the bracket
Yes, key item, but
item.
tell me the exact code. Grocery data,
Item is the bracket,
item, huh?
bracket
Bracket,
item.
items.
Yes.
Okay. If I run this, I'm getting an error. Items is not defined.
Item. Item.
Okay.
Okay.
Even if I write
It's
item,
not there.
I'm still getting
No.
item is not defined. Okay. Before that, let's not, let's go one level before. If I want to print this dictionary, tell me the code.
You have to iterate it first and
No,
then
no,
we
no,
can
without
print it.
iteration, just normal. Let's say I have only this data.
Print item, like
No, I need to just
print
print the
grocery item.
dictionary.
Grocery data of
Of
Grocery
Print
data
two of
or a
item.
grocery
Two of item.
two.
grocery
Two of
data.
item.
category.
No, I want this whole dictionary as the answer.
Just two.
Just two.
Grocery data.
Okay, grocery data 2. So this is a list of dictionaries. That means each element in the list grocery data is a dictionary. Okay, so this is one
Oh,
element, this is another element, this is third element, and so on and so forth. So if I run
we will
this,
try to work first.
yes, I'm getting this bread, bakery,
I
price,
don't see
quantity.
that.
Is this clear to you all?
Yes, yes.
Clear to everyone? Okay. Now let's move further. Now I want to print apple. Now you guys tell me the code.
For grocery, for I in grocery data,
No, 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 without loop, just normal. I just want to print the apple, nothing else.
we
This
can
is
use indexing
Grocery
grocery
data zero,
data
zero,
first.
zero.
grocery data
Uh,
0. Okay, slowly. Grocery data 0, then
Zero, zero.
0, 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grocery
Uh,
oh,
data zero
is this
item.
correct?
Zero of
Zero
item.
item.
So after this items, or like what should I do?
No, just
uh,
grocery data
several
of
items.
zero of item.
0, then items. Okay, normally like this.
Item.
Item
Yes. Yeah.
In double quote.
in double quotes.
Item
Why
should be
double
in
quotes?
double quote.
Because this is a string.
No.
Yes, yes.
we need it in double quotes. So grocery data 0, what this is giving me, can anyone tell me?
The first.
First list.
The first dictionary. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and from
Apple.
this first dictionary I want apple. How can I get the apple? I need to access this key, right?
So we get the value.
Yes, to get the value, which is apple. If I run this, I'm getting apple. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Is there anyone who is not clear with this? Okay, great. So again the same thing which I said yesterday, you need to first get familiar with the data. Okay, first you need to understand how it is doing. Let's do another one last example. um, so with the price and quantity, can I calculate total price of an item? Right. So okay, tell me for milk, how can I get, so I'll get 15, right? 3 is the price and quantity is 5, so I'll get 15 as the answer. But how can I get the answer 15 from this? Tell me the code.
Could you repeat, please?
Okay, I want uh,
Total
the total
total price
price of
equal to
item.
quantity into price.
Yes, I want the price of this item milk. Okay, how can I get that?
Mm.
Total
We
price
have to
is
use
quantity into price.
Yes,
The
quantity
code
into
should
price.
be grocery data one,
grocery data 1,
Mm-hmm.
and we
price
have to use
into grocery
both
data
keys.
one, quantity
Grocery data price, then
into
Into quantity.
Quantity.
into
grocery data one,
quantity,
quantity.
like this.
No, no, no. Grocery data one, quantity.
Okay, grocery data 1, quantity. So these both are separate. Okay, so first we are accessing the price, then we are accessing the quantity, and we are simply multiplying it. And if I run this, see, we are getting 15. Is it clear to everyone?
Mm. Yes, yes.
Yes.
What about others? Okay, great. So this was the question exactly, to get the total price. But there is a catch for each categories, like for fruit, for dairy, for bakery, for vegetable, meat, grains, and everything. Okay, so you are like done with the half of the question with this only. If you know how to extract the data and everything, you are done with the question. Now the question is saying create a dictionary where categories are keys. Okay, that means these should be the keys, and the total price of all items in that category is the value. That means the category where I have fruit, like for apple, for orange, whatever the total price I'll get, like 32 here, 25 here, the sum of the 32 and 25 I need as the value for fruit. Is this clear?
We have to use conditions.
Yes, that conditions. But let's say generally when you buy something, when you go to like some shopping market or online also, when you order, you have like bought these kinds of things, fruits, dairy products, vegetables, and
Mm.
everything. You need to calculate that how much your fruits costs in total. Okay, so this is kind
Okay.
of a real world application question. This generally which we do, right? When you buy so many items, you need to see like what type of item is costing how much, right? So this is similar to that. Now uh, before that, so I'll tell you how to start, then you guys need to tell me how can we like.
Can I tell how to start?
Yes, 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 of course.
Like you can put for
Hmm.
cat in grocery data.
Okay, okay.
Like
Instead of cat, can I
we
put
need to
item?
create a dictionary first. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay,
Before that, we need to create a empty dictionary.
dictionary, and that dictionary of
Empty dictionary it should be.
yes, empty dictionary. So I can call it X as of now. Okay.
Or we can mention the like category and key, and then we can mention the
No, let's say we don't
total
know
price.
like what categories are there. Okay, there can be two categories, there can be thousand of categories. Okay,
Yes, yes.
so let's just go with a very basic one. So can anyone tell me what this
Ah,
item is holding? Is this holding the dictionary, or this pasta, or this item?
It is
No,
holding the
all dictionary.
dictionaries.
Dictionary. Is this clear to everyone?
One by one dictionary.
Yes. What about others? Is this clear to everyone? Um, okay, I just need like a thumbs up or something. So that okay. Just stay with the flow. Okay. बहुत easy है. Now, what would be the next step? So I want categories as key and total price of all items in the category as value.
We will access category
Okay,
and we will
category. How can I
use
access category?
conditions.
Cat is equal
But
to item,
Item.
yes,
then
that's
category
category.
in this square brackets.
Yes. Okay. Now we have the category. Now what should be our next step?
We can get the price like
Okay,
in the same way.
the price,
Like price
item,
is equal to item,
price.
then price.
Okay,
Then in the same way we can get the quantity
quantity. Okay, now
is equal. Then we can put the total is equal to
total equals
cat.
Yeah.
cat,
Then multiplied with the no. Then we can multiply price with the quantity.
right, price with the quantity. Okay, we have the total price. Is it clear to everyone till now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, सबको clear है, right? I hope it is clear to everyone. Now we have this. We are done with the 50% question which we have done here. Okay. Now the next part, which is for each category, we need to store the whole total price. Okay, not a single total price. Let's say for not apple and separate not for orange and apple, but instead together like uh, 25 and 32. The sum will be 57. Yes, 57. So we need to store 57 as the value of fruit. How can we do that?
For cat in
For cat in X.
x like then we need to append the category first with the value of the
Total.
total.
Okay, but do we need a
So
loop here?
No, we can make a dictionary in X.
Dictionary is already there.
No,
X.
no, we can make key value pair in X.
Yes, key value pair in X. And what that key value pair will be?
Uh,
cat and total.
Yes, cat and total. So I can write this X cat equals total. Is this clear?
yes, yes.
Is this clear to everyone? Okay, how many of you are clear with this? Okay, Saurav has done, but there is a little still. Yes, we will do like this only. Currently we are like done with the half of the question. Okay, यहाँ तक सबको clear है? Is this clear till now? Um, okay. What we are doing here simply, we need to create a dictionary, right? Where categories are keys and total price of all items in that category is the value. We are doing that only. We are creating a dictionary where category is the key and total price is the value. Now is it clear?
So we can do this now. If category is present in the category, we will add the total.
Yes,
If it is not
just
there, we will make the key with the value
right,
as a zero.
right. Just hold on. Let me first show you guys the output. Okay. Now if you see, we are having fruits, dairy, bakery, vegetable, meat, grains. Okay. How many of you think our code is completed based upon the question?
We have to verify them
Yes,
manually.
a single category is more than one time is there, right? So let's take the example of fruits only. If I see there are two fruits, apple and orange. For apple I am getting 25 because 2.5 into 10. For orange I am getting 32. Okay, but it is storing only 32. It is not storing the sum of this, which is 25 plus 32, which should be 57. Okay, so that means it is storing the last value.
Last occurring.
Yes, last occurring value. But we need to store the sum of all the total values. Now here comes the logic which Vicky was saying. Okay, and what that logic is, can anyone explain?
Conditions we can check if in X
We
we
are
have that
checking.
category, we
Okay,
can append its value.
okay. If category is already there in the dictionary, okay,
Yes,
then what we need to do, we need to access that category, we need to add the total
including
here, okay, which
yes,
is this total. That means when we have calculated the price for apple, when we reach to the orange, we already have the category fruit with the value 25. Now we have value 32. We need to access the value 25 and we need to add 32 in it, which is what we are doing here. Okay, if the category is not created, that means let's say we started with this only apple, then we need to create that category. Am I clear?
yes,
Is it clear to everyone? Okay, very few. Okay, no worries. Um, okay, I okay, I think it's clear.
So we will not put zero here in the else part. We
No
will
need to
put
put.
the total.
No, we can directly put. So see, we can do it in many ways. Okay, you can put zero and then you can total it up in the like after the if else. That is up to you how you want to approach it. Okay, I'm just showing you a
Okay.
very simple way how logically we should do. So now if you see, we have the fruits 57, dairy 87, bakery 16, vegetable 40, meat 38.5, grains 145. Are you guys clear with this? We are like done with the code. So this is like the final code. If you are stuck, maybe you are stuck in this part. Okay, well this is the same question, just that data thoda different hai. I did it in OPP 1 sessions. Okay, if anyone of you have seen those sessions, so there I have done like 3 questions, 3 to 4 questions similar to this. Okay, so if you are not clear, you can, what you can do is you can just re-watch this part once again in the recording and you will be clear with this. Okay, can we move ahead to next question? Okay, so the
yes,
time is taking very fast. Let's move ahead. Okay, this is one dictionary. This you should do. Like you can do filter out all items that expire in less than 7 days and print them. Okay, so we can see the expire days, like in how many days it will expire. So we have to figure out how many will expire in less than 7 days and we just need to print them. This is one
in
question.
as a list.
As a list, yes, as a list. That is, you can say, print them in a list. Okay, and this is a question based on the yesterday's data. Find the person having minimum and maximum age. We have the ages, you need to find which person has the minimum, which person has the maximum age, and you just need to print the age, and the person name also you can print if you want. Okay, it's a very basic question. Again, similar to this, you just need to first see how can you actually like extract the data. Okay, now, so let's do one more this dictionary one question, or should we do file handling questions? uh,
One more dictionary will be helpful.
okay, can we do file handling questions, because in file handling also we'll have the dictionary.
yeah, yeah. I
Okay,
think we
Yes,
have
we
to
can
do
do that.
that anyway.
okay, just before that, uh, there are like some extra questions. First there are some matrix questions. Transpose of a matrix. This is a very simple, we just need to flip the values. Okay, like 4 with 2, 7 with 3, 8 with 6, that's it. Okay,
We
and you
have
need,
to assign a pole, no?
yes,
Equal to sign up.
and this question, given a matrix, you need to create a function that return a tuple with maximum row sum and maximum column sum. Okay, so can you tell me which row will have the maximum row sum?
Last.
Last row. And which column will have the maximum column sum?
Last.
Last one. Okay, so if you sum this up, you will get 24. If you sum this up, you will get 18. So this you have to just print it out. Very basic, easy, right? How many of you can do this in just 10 minutes, let's say? Okay, 1, 2, okay, 3, 4. And even if you need, let's say, 20 to 30 minutes, that is completely fine. Just try it on your own. Okay, do not like give up or anything, just try it again and again. And this question, multiply two matrices, we have already done this, right? The same question. Let's move forward. These are some two questions which I have added from OPP to mock. Okay, let's do this one, a very interesting question. Question 19.py. Okay, so given a string is, input the type of bracket and surround the first two and last two characters of the string with the given bracket type. That means, let's say we have this string, we have inputted, asked the user for the bracket, they have entered this square bracket, so we need to print this, like the first two characters enclosed with the bracket and the last two characters enclosed with this bracket. This is in your
So
OPP2 mock, right?
we have only one bracket.
Yes, that was only for one bracket, but there I have kind of increased the complexity of the question to input the type of bracket. Let's say user enters this bracket, the
Okay.
curly closed curly braces. Then you have to output this one for this input. Okay,
We can.
we can do,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
This is just condition based question.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So how many of you think that you can do this question? Okay, 50%. So we have like 8:43. Let's do it in 7 minutes. Okay. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's start it. Start. So we need to, okay, let me just comment all this. Let's first have a string. Let me just write my name simply. Okay. For the sake of example, we need to input the bracket. How can we input the bracket from the user?
Just we have to take input, no?
Yes, using input function. Input,
Yes.
and simply just I'll simply leave it as it is. Okay, to input the bracket. Then uh, we need to
That's it.
enclose the indices. How should we do? Like, what should be the next step?
We can add in like it's 0 and then the bracket,
We
and
can
then
use
we'll
f
add.
string to add.
Okay, yes, but I'm not doing the f string one
No, we can
because
add.
First,
We can add.
first,
We
first, we
can.
will have to slice the string, the
mm-hmm,
name,
mm-hmm,
in the three parts,
uh-huh. Okay, so in three
and then
parts,
use F string, and then use F string.
right? So can I create three parts like this? First two, how can I get the first two characters?
As
Uh,
of
Yes,
S of
bracket,
S bracket,
colon 2,
colon 2,
column
right?
colon two
How can I extract the last two?
minus 2
minus two
colon.
colon.
Minus 2 colon. This
Yeah.
is clear to everyone? Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Yes,
great.
sir.
So let's move further. Now we have this, and we need to extract the middle part as well. How can we get that middle part?
2 minus 2.
Plus,
Uh-huh.
yes,
S?
yes, colon 2,
2 colon minus
plus
2.
No, no, no. Just middle part, like this. Like
from 2 to minus 2.
here
Colon
is
2
minus
colon
2.
minus 2.
is 2 2 colon minus 2, right?
yes, sir.
And the
Okay.
last part is 2 colon
This I
0.
have done. Okay, first, middle, and last. Okay, we have the, so this is like what we have here. um, RAMPRE, and here we have ET. Okay, this is clear, right? We have these, we have splitted the string into three parts. Now we just need to add the bracket. So let me create a string named s2. Now you guys tell me how can we move ahead.
We have to take
Add first
For
bracket.
shortcut, you can use f string.
No, I'm not using f string because some people doesn't know. So just normal concatenation.
First
Anyone?
2 plus middle plus last 2.
First two, but that will again form the
no.
similar
No,
sentence, right?
no.
We have to
Use
include what we say
string
that
bracket.
that double quotes as is
Okay, that double quotes, then
bracket
Open
which
bracket.
bracket?
that
Bracket.
you
A
use
square
as a
bracket.
unit
Okay, let's just write square as of now. Then
And then
plus
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 first.
2.
first two,
First two.
first two, then
Bracket.
then plus
plus
I think answer is
same
showing.
square bracket in the
closed
double
square
quotes,
bracket, right?
Yes.
And then middle,
then
and
plus
then plus opening square bracket, then closing square bracket. Okay.
I
Yes, sir.
think
Now
GitHub Copilot use your desktop.
we have, yes, Copilot for this, but don't use any kind of AI in the OPP. Now let's say if I enter this bracket, I'm getting my answer. Even if I enter this bracket, I'm getting my answer. But my question was input the type of bracket, and the same type
Yeah,
of
yeah.
bracket should I get. Like if I enter this, I should get the
We
these
have to handle
braces,
input actually. Yeah.
parentheses. Okay, we are taking the input, but we are not handling that input. How can we handle?
Mm. We are taking basically a string, no? This
Okay,
is bracket
so
and string.
first tell me how many types of
add
brackets are
the
there. There are like this square brackets, right? There are the
Middle bracket.
this parenthesis, and there are these curly braces, right?
Yes.
Three
curly
types of
braces.
main brackets. Now we need to figure out like which type of bracket user has input, and in the same manner we have to provide that. Yes, great. Left, right. This approach also we can do. Okay. So now uh, we need to add conditions here, something like this. If bracket equals this, then we would use this one. Okay.
Okay.
Elif bracket is this one, then we would use this. Elif bracket is this, then we would do this one. Yes, this is
We
using the
have
f
to
string.
handle all the inputs. Okay, okay.
Yes, now this is for opening bracket we have done, right? Now if I do this, let's say uh, if I type in this, I'm getting my answer as in the square bracket. If I enter curly braces, I'm getting curly braces. Okay, my question is almost done, but there is one thing left. If I enter closing parenthesis, I am not getting anything, I'm getting an error.
Or we can make one also like input. We have to use two different.
Yeah, use or function in the if, elif and elif.
Yes, we can do something like this, right? If bracket is of square bracket, whether it can be opened or closed. Or we can do one more thing, which is in. If bracket in opening or closing parenthesis, then we will use this, right? Both approaches are fine.
Yes.
Is it clear to everyone?
I,
This
I
one and
want
this one.
I want to add one thing. If
Mm-hmm.
user want to use two different brackets, then how to handle it?
Then you need to create combinations.
Okay.
Okay.
More combinations, huh?
Yes, more combinations. Very simple. Or you can do with the like again you can ask for two brackets or something. You just need to expand this code a little further. Now for this as well, I can do using or I can do using in. What I can do, I can simply write in and openings closing parenthesis. Now if I run this, if I enter closing parenthesis, I'll get this. If I enter closing, sorry, that was braces, curly braces, and if I enter parenthesis, I'll get this. If I enter opening this square brackets, I'm getting this. The question is clear to everyone? And the code? Okay,
Yes.
great. So we have done it in 7 minutes. That is very great. Let's move on to the next question. This is of 5 mark or 10 mark? This is of 10 mark as far as I can say. Okay.
Minimum marks is for 10 for a question.
That I don't know exactly. Maybe
No, no, they have made us.
okay. All right. So now we have uh, two text file questions. I'll do one text file question and one this CSV file question. Okay.
We have
Yesterday.
that,
Mhm.
actually we have file handling question in basically read mode, no?
Yes, mainly read mode only. Okay. So okay, text file. So let's first do the text file question. So let's take this question. Okay. The second question is easier, just to count the frequency or something. Many of you must have done yesterday if you have solved the questions. I have provided that. So it is asking extract all email addresses from a text file and save them in a new file. So like using this emails.txt file. So I have already created this file emails.txt. What I need to do, I need to extract the emails like this email, this email, this email, this email, and the last one email, and I need to store all these emails in a new file. Okay, so it involves the reading as well as the writing of a text file. The question is clear to everyone? Okay, इसको question clear नहीं हुआ? Okay, I guess then clear. Great. So what should be our first step be? We need to extract all the email addresses from a text file. How can we extract the
First
email
we
address?
have to read lines.
Yes, first we have to read the file or the read lines, we can say. How can I do so? Let's use with. Okay.
With
You
open,
have to
or
open the
you can
file
use,
first.
Yes.
Read
you
mode.
can use
Do I need to specify the mode here?
yes.
Read mode.
But is it necessary?
No, it's
No.
a
No,
default
default
It's
behavior.
option is
default.
read.
Okay,
It's
yes, default
default
option is
behavior.
read. How can I get the text from the this, like how can I get this text? There are three
Read
You
functions.
lines.
should not read.
Read lines.
Okay, there are three functions. One is read, which will read all the content in a string. There is a function called read line, which will read line by line. There is a function called read lines, which read each line as a string and gives us list of strings, right?
Okay.
So let's use the read one. Okay, because we don't need to worry about how many lines do we have or something. So can I write something like this, content equals f dot read?
Mm.
Is this clear? If I print it, so I'm getting the content. Okay, 25% of the question is completed. This is, I guess this will come in of maybe 30 marks. Okay, now let's move ahead. Now we need to identify email addresses. Let's say the criteria for email addresses is just that the word, if that word contains at the rate, that means that that specific word is a email, is an email. Okay, how can you identify whether that whether a word is an email if using if conditions? Okay,
If at the rate in string, single
if
quote
at the rate
in
in.
content.
Okay, but I need to extract that email as well,
Okay.
because I need to store that email, right? Extract and store that email.
We have to extract whole line. All
Hmm.
that email.
How can I go word by word? Can anyone tell me how can I print each word in
We
a
can
line?
split
Hmm.
dot split function.
Can I do content dot split?
Yes.
And if I run this, no, read lines will read line by line. Okay, I need to go word by word, not line by line. If I run this, see, now I'm getting each word as a string, and the whole list contains the list of words. Okay,
Mm.
now this is just a very basic filter based question. We will do it in both the manners, normal way and the list comprehension way as well. Okay, how can you check whether a word is an email or not? I have provided you the criteria.
Same as earlier. If
And
the at the rate in,
our arc, like,
Can
we
I
have to
create a
iterate
function
from
def
list.
is email something?
Yes, yes, we can call it later.
Like if at the rate in word, that means it's an email. If it is not a, if there is no at the rate, that means it's not an email, right?
We can return word.
Or I can, what I can do, I can simply return this as well. It will give me either true or false. If there is an if there is an at the rate, it will give me true. If there is an if there is no at, like in contact us or something, then it will give me false. Is it clear to everyone?
okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I need to identify, extract the emails. Now you guys tell me the next code. I have the words, I have the function.
We can call that function, but
I need to call that function where?
with email.
Or we can, like, you have created the email list. We can use in the function itself to append the word in that list.
No,
But
no,
how?
we have to
I
iterate
think
and then call
Yes,
this
we have
function.
to iterate. So we can iterate like for W in words, W will be each word, right?
Yes.
Is it
yeah,
clear till now?
yeah.
Is it clear to everyone? Okay. What about others? There are 19 people, so I just want at least 60 to 70% of you are clear with this. Okay, okay, take it. So what we are doing, we are simply extracting the words and we have created a function which will identify whether a word is an email or not. Okay. Now, for W in words, how can I check whether a word is an email? If that is an email, I want to store that in emails list. How can I do that?
If is email W,
If is email W, then
then
I'll do
append it to
instance
the
dot append
emails.
W, right? And if I print this, I'll get all the emails. Okay. The question is the question completed?
No, 90%.
90% we can say, right? But before doing that, can you guys tell me with the list comprehension way?
List comprehension. So we have to make function here, or we just want to emails.
For the emails list comprehension way, let's using the for loop.
W.
W for the emails, like for this part I want the list comprehension. How can I do that?
Mm, I have question in mind of where to use if.
No need to use, well, yes, we need to use if, but okay, first thing first, uh, what we are appending exactly? We are appending W. Okay, let's first write W. Then what I said, we need to just copy the loop
Or W
and
in
paste
words.
it. Okay, after the
Then the
loop,
condition.
we need to just copy the condition and paste the condition. That's it. Okay, so that means it will go to each word, it will check if this condition is true, then only it will add that word. Okay, and we'll get emails. And see, I'm getting the same output as earlier. Is it clear to everyone? So this is kind of a, you can say, next level of list comprehension. Okay, many of you are clear. So this is easy, right? Compared to a normal loop, we can say. If you found it
Yes.
easy at first, obviously it feels like we are not using any colon, we are not using any indentation. But this is relatively very easy when you write it. Okay, you can when you want to kind of explain it, na, this is how you can explain it. I am adding all the words from the words list, uh, where if that word is an email. Okay, So just normal English, all the words from the words list which are emails. Very basic thing, and I have explained in that Python one-liners video in very detailed manner. So yes, again our 90% question is done. Our last question is last part is left, which is save them in a new file. Now you guys tell me, how can I save them in a new file?
So we need to return how, like each line will contain one email, or how we need to
Yes,
return.
let's say each line will contain one email.
Then we can use the for loop for email in emails.
Uh-huh.
F dot write email
Yes, okay. Tell me the code. First, what would be the first step to write in a file?
with open
To open the
Open the
file
file in write mode.
in write mode.
writing mode.
Okay, I have opened the file. I can name it as F2. Okay, now what would be the
We
next
have
step?
we have function here append, I think. Yes.
No.
No, for now then for
Mm-hmm.
email in emails.
For E in emails can I write? है ना?
Yes,
Then
F2 dot write,
F2 dot write
then E
E
plus the new character.
plus new character.
New,
Right?
new line character.
New line character. Now that's it. See, I do not have any emails to .txt. Okay, I have only emails.txt. Let me run the code and see. Now I got emails to.txt. Let me open it. We have the emails. Okay, great. Is this clear to everyone? Okay. Now there is a little thing which I would give you as a task. Can you see there is an extra dot, there is an extra comma. Can you see this?
We
Like
can use a strip
when,
method.
but how to strip it? That is
I
the
can space.
task.
Okay.
This is
We
kind of
have
a, you
many
can
to.
say, medium level task, which I would give
Like
it
we can
to
use the
you.
ender.
It's up to you how you do it. Just try to do it, and whatever the solution you will get, okay, just paste it in the comment section of the video. Okay, I'll upload the video in my YouTube channel, as I said. Just paste it there. So say I'll get the clarity ki like that you are able to do this as well. Okay, yes, by last index, but sometimes we can't, right? If I strip it by last index, then the email will be different, right? Instead of .com, I'll get .co, but I do not want that. I only want to strip for dot, comma, and all these stuff. So this you have to figure it out. Okay.
We can specify in a script.
Yes, you can specify. You can specify multiple steps as well. Well, I have provided you a very big hint. Now let's move on to the further next question. Okay, is this clear to everyone? The question number
Yes, sir.
26. So this question was of 30 marks, we
Yes.
can easily say, because we are reading a file, we are writing a file, we are doing the filtration as well. Okay, we are doing three things in a single question. So this is like a general question. Let's say I have given you some data. Okay, it's a long paragraph. You need to extract all the emails. How will you do? You will write this Python program, right? If you manually
Yeah,
do, like,
practical
just
based question.
identify the email, copy paste it, rather than just create this code. Okay, write this code, specify the file name, and you are done with the answer, है ना? So see, these kinds of automation tasks which we need every single day, this you can do every single day with these like small Python codes. So Python is really useful. Not only Python, there are all languages are useful for it. So okay, now we have, okay, let's do this question. Let me copy this question number 23. Question 23.py. This question is saying create three CSV files for each call type: received, declined, called, with the respective call logs. Like, what are the call logs? So I have created this file called call logs.csv. How many columns are there?
columns. One,
four.
two, three,
4 columns.
5.
Okay,
Oh,
now there are some types of
yeah, I have.
calls which are received. Okay, so as a normal, let's say in your phone, go to the phone app. Okay, you can see so many calls, some calls which you have received, some calls which you have missed. Okay, some calls which you declined, like some spam calls which we generally decline. Okay, and
Mm,
to some people we call out by ourselves. Let's say if you want to talk to a friend, you call them. Okay, so different types of calls are
incoming
there,
and outgoing.
है ना?
Yes, yes.
So on that basis only, you just, let's say your task is, you need to figure out, uh, you need to separate the types of calls, like how many calls you have done, for like how many calls you have declined, what calls you have accepted, or what calls you have received, or what how many persons to whom you have called. Okay, again a very real world example. This is, say, you can like do a lot of data analysis as well. I'll tell you in a bit. Okay, no worries. By the way, the data is clear to you all?
Mm,
Yes, sir.
first we have name and then we have call IDs and we have duration.
Yes.
Call ID is just normal references, unique ID. Okay, like for each row we have some ID, है ना? So
Number.
similarly we
Okay,
have
okay.
call ID. Okay, so we need to create 3 CSV files for each call type: received, declined, called. Now what should be the first step?
Open the file.
Open the file. Let's read the file with open call logs.csv. So I'm reading the file. Now let's use the CSV module. If you have, like, many of you have attended my last session, right? So you know CSV module is very, makes it handy and easy for us to read and write the data, है ना? We will do this map. I'll guide you side by side, don't worry. First we create a reader object, as I said yesterday. Okay, to read the data. I can read using the list, I can read using the dictionary. So let's read it with the dictionary manner. So are you all like, you all are familiar with this data, right? Which we have done just right now, the category, price and all.
Mm, yes.
You all are clear
Yes.
with this data? The format, list of
Yes, sir.
dictionaries.
Yes.
Similar kind of data we will create here from this CSV file. Okay, we will read in list of dictionaries. So what I will do, I'll write CSV dot dict reader, and here I'll pass in the file which I have opened. Okay, as in F. Now I have the reader. Now I can store the all the call logs here. Just simply list reader. Okay, and now if I print call logs, and let me print the length of the call logs as well. Call logs. If I run this, so if you see this, okay, it's a very 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 long, है ना? So see, it's okay. If I just copy paste it a little bit, let's मैं पूरे को ही copy paste कर देता हूँ. It's a very big output, obviously. If I copy paste it, and let me provide the type as JSON. Okay, dot JSON. Let me just normally write it. So this is kind of a data which we are getting. Okay, are you able to identify the data?
Yeah, we are getting dictionary in list.
Yes.
Okay, uh, this is a list of dictionaries, right?
Yes.
Is this clear to
Yes.
everyone?
Yes.
What about others? uh, okay, guys, please respond. This is just the last question, in fact, and this question I have chosen because it has some complexity. So this is the data. Now this we have in call logs. Okay, and if we see the output, so that the length is 100, that means we have 100 call logs. Now we need to separate the call logs based upon received, declined and called, and we need to create 3 CSV files for them. But first I want you all to understand how this data looks. If I provide it a name something like this, call logs, can you guys tell me how can I extract this name, or let's say this particular dictionary from call logs? How can I extract it, this last dictionary?
Call, lo-
All logs.
Call logs.
call logs and then bracket.
-1 can I do?
Ah,
Right.
oh, we have only 4.
Yes, sir.
Yes, for last one है ना. Now tell me how
Or we
can
can use call status also.
uh, what you can use.
Call status.
No, no, I just need to extract this one right now. I'm
Oh, okay,
going
okay, okay.
further,
Got it, got
don't
it.
worry.
Yes.
If I want to extract this call stated declined, now tell me how can I do it?
One of two. One of four.
One of,
1 and then we have to use key status in string.
yes,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
and I'll get declined, right? Is
Yes,
it
sir.
clear to
Yes, sir.
everyone? uh,
Yes.
what about others? Okay, great, great. So we are clear with this, right? So this data we have here in call logs. Okay, you can see in output the same data I have just copy pasted. Now I need to separate the data based upon received, declined and called. That means I need to create 3 lists of dictionaries. One list of dictionary will contain the type of received calls, other will contain the declined, other will contain the call logs. Okay, so let me just name the dictionaries. So let's say declined logs, this dictionary, oh sorry, this list, and received logs and called logs. So each will be a list of dictionary. Now you guys need to tell me how can I fill in the data in this from call logs.
Similar approach.
But what should be the first step now?
For like call in call logs.
For call in call logs.
Then we can assign the values like declined
Okay, can we
is
extract the
equal to
status first?
yes.
The call status is the whole okay key.
Yes,
So okay,
yes.
let me make it easier. The status is the key normally. So can I write something like this? Status equals call status, right? I'll get the
Yes.
status. The status can
Yes.
either be received, can be declined, or can be called, है ना? The status will be any of these 3 types. Now I need to store, if the call is of decline I need to store it here, if the call is of received then I need to store here, and for the called as well. Now how will I do it?
If status.
Like
Yes,
a status equal to like
if status equals,
if else.
yes, just if else, basic if else.
Decline we have to
Then
append
I'll
in
append in
decline
declined.
logs.
If status, elif status is received, then I'll append in received, and elif status is called, I'll store it in called logs. Are you guys clear with this?
Yes, sir.
How many of
Yes.
you are
Yes. Yes.
clear? Just give a thumbs up or something.
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay, many. Great. So just to ensure, if I print the length of all these received and call log, it should sum up to 100. Am I right?
Yes. Yes. Correct.
है ना? So let's run this. So 33, 34, 33. 33, 33 will be 66, and
Yes,
66
it's
plus 20,
100.
100. Okay. So that means we have done the correct way, right? Okay. Now our 90% question is completed. Okay. And this, well, ऐसा question आएगा नहीं. If this kind of a question comes na, this won't be less than 30 marks. Actually we can say it can be of 50 marks, but they have a limit of 30, so they will keep it of 30 marks. Now we have to create 3 CSV files for each of the type. Okay.
At least.
Can I create a function like create CSV file
Hmm.
which will take the data? Okay, that means which will take the logs, or let me go, I'll do this function approach later.
You can assign tasks. Yeah.
Okay, let's say for decline logs I want to create a file, CSV file. How can I do so for decline logs? What would be the first step?
We have to loop iterate over the decline logs.
No, what would be the first step, very first step?
We have to open the file with the
Yes,
writing mode.
yes, open decline logs dot csv and open it in write mode as f. Now see guys, if you are using CSV module you do not need to run any kind of loop. Okay, just one thing which you need is the header, or let's say the key names, okay, which are like these: name, call ID, duration and status. uh, how can we extract the header? The header will be same in call logs and in these three, right? है ना? Like
Yes,
this
yes.
this header. So I just
Name,
want
call.
this header. So what I can do, I can simply either write the header something like this: name, call ID and duration or and status. Okay, this is one way. One more way what I can do, I can take one of the call log, let's say call logs 0 dot keys. Can I do this? Like I'll take the first call log, I'll only take the keys of it, which is again the header. Am I right? uh,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
okay, just see, we need to extract these keys mainly. Okay, to extract the keys, what I am doing here, I am just taking a dictionary and I am extracting the keys using dot keys function, or I can just create a list, doesn't matter, it also works. Okay, just make sure आपके जो यहाँ पे key names हैं, these key names should match the keys in dictionaries. Okay, this is just one thing you need to ensure. Then what would be the next step? Now let me tell you for one. Okay, what I need to do, I need to create a writer and I will call csv dot dict writer. Earlier while reading I was calling dict reader, now I'll call dict writer, and here I'll pass the file which is the same, but one more thing I'll pass here, which is the header, or we can say field names. Okay, that's it, this we have done. Okay, now we need to write this header as well. I have like specified this header, I have not written it. I'll write csv sorry, writer dot write header. This will write this header, that means the first line. Okay, this is necessary. Then just we have this dictionary, we will simply do writer dot write rows and declined calls, that's it, nothing else. No need of loop, no need of any kind of formatting, no string creation, nothing else. These 5 lines of code will create your CSV file.
So we should know or remember these built-in functions.
Yes, these are some basic built-in functions. If you practice like these many questions now, even if you practice 2 to 3 questions, you will get familiar with this. So can you see any decline.csv file here?
Not yet.
No, right? Let me run the code. Now see, we have this declined logs.csv. Okay, if I open it, okay, I have the data is empty. Now there is some mistake. Can you see some error is there? Let's read the
Like
last line. Dict contain field not in field names, which is duration seconds, which जो मैंने आपको कहा था कि
name difference.
it should be similar to the keys. Okay, whatever the keys we have here, it should be similar. So what I can do, I can either like do this manually, okay, or I can simply do this automatically, which is call logs 0 dot keys.
It's better.
Okay, both will work. Okay, Now let me run this. So if I run this, declined logs.csv, my code executed successfully without any error. Let me open it. See, we have the declined calls. Okay, are you guys clear with
So
this?
we are making
Yes.
separate CSV files now.
Yes, we need to create 3 different files. Currently we have created only one file. How many of you are clear with this? Just give a thumbs up. See, this is a very big question, I admit, and this I added it intentionally just so that you all get clear with the reading and writing in the same question. Okay,
CSV.
now can I create a function for this? What I can do,
Yes.
like def create CSV file. Okay, I'll provide the file name and I'll provide the data. Okay, and what I will do, I'll simply comment all this, indent this out. That's it. And here file name, I'll replace this with the file name. Okay, and this data I'll replace it with this, like that declined calls with this, and this call logs as well, I'll replace it with the data. Okay, so now I have this function. Now what I have to do, I need to create 3 CSV files. Now you guys tell me, how can I call this function?
Create underscore CSV underscore file.
Yes, first
Then file name first we can put like decline calls like
decline calls.csv and the declined
declined
logs.
data.
Okay,
Yes.
similarly for the received calls, similarly for the called calls. Okay, for all these three, right, we have automated all the stuff. Now can you guys see these two files, received calls or called calls?
No.
No, right? Let me run this code, and now see, we have these two files, this one and the received one as well. Let's open the called calls. We have the called calls. Let's open the received calls. We have the received calls.
Please summarize the
Yes.
whole thing.
Okay, let me summarize. So the question was, create 3 CSV files from this CSV file based upon the different status, like whether the call is received, declined, or called. Okay, you need to separate the data mainly. First, we are reading the data. Okay, when we read the data using this dict reader, we'll get some kind of a this format, list of dictionaries, the same format जो अभी हमने देखा था in the items category. Okay, the format is exactly same. Now we have this format. We are splitting the calls into different types, like whether the call is of declined, received, or called. We are splitting into 3 different list of dictionaries. Okay, then we have created a function which will like first extract the header. Header is the this column name. Okay, column names, this header, and then we are opening the file. We are using the dict writer because we have this kind of a data. That's why we are using dict writer. And then we are first writing the header, which is this first header, the column. Then we are writing the data itself. No need of loop, no need of any string, or no need of any kind of other thing. Okay, just these 5 lines and you are done with the CSV file creation. And then we are
Just
calling for different data.
just in this writer header, so this is making header in our
Yes, in our
CSV new
CSV
CSV
file.
file,
Right.
and then we are
Okay, if I
using write
comment it
tools.
out,
We are writing data.
yes,
No.
yes, if I comment it out and now if I run it, so see, my received calls will not have that header. Okay, I need that header because it is compulsory, right, for a CSV file. So
Actually, it's, in
this is the
CSV
use.
we have different columns, so it will make different columns. So 4 columns, and it will make a header
Yes,
using use header. Okay, got it.
yes. Is
Thank
this
you.
clear to everyone?
Nice question. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys, see this kind of a question. You have all the call logs right in your mobile phone, and generally also when even for the shopping as well, Remember we did this question for the shopping one. I don't yes, maybe this one. Okay, so let's say you need to create three separate CSV files or different category files, like for fruit, for dairy alag, dairy products alag, for bakery, for vegetable, for meat, for grains.
Like we want to track
Yes,
which category is selling more,
yes.
more.
So this is data analysis. Okay, like if you
Like
need to figure out on which category you have, like which is most
maximum sales.
expensive, which is least expensive. Okay, this is data analysis. For data analysis, you need to create the data, you need to format the data. This is what is called as like the very first step, loading data. So you all are doing this data science degree. Okay, I'll tell you a very basic pipeline, very basic steps. So first we load the data. Okay, data loading. Then we simply clean the data cleaning. What is data cleaning? Remember I told you about,
Like non values and
yes, none
other
values also, like this full stop, this
outliers.
comma. Okay, yes, the
Hmm.
outliers or the null values. This is data cleaning. Then we do EDA is data analysis, mainly exploratory data analysis, like which category is most expensive, which category is least expensive. This is what data
Like we
analysis.
have statistics and like distributions.
Yes,
So
yes,
EDA comes in, so our statistics and all the parts like
yes,
reading out its distributions.
yes,
It's come under EDA, no?
yes. In data analysis, in ED only you do data analysis, data visualization. Okay, then you do data pre-processing. Basically cleaning itself contains the pre-processing, but we do the EDA, so it doesn't. Data pre-processing means, this is what data pre-processing, we are separating the data. Okay, then we have something called feature engineering. Feature engineering is a part of data pre-processing itself. That means to uh, creating the data which is required. Okay, then we have some feature selection which you will learn later on, and so on and so forth. Then you train the model, machine learning model. Then you do the predictions. Before that we do the evaluation, and then we do the prediction, and at the end we do deploy it. Okay, so this is the whole pipeline which you will learn in future
Okay.
diploma subjects.
So we call this whole as pipeline. I
Yes,
actually got confused in this word pipeline.
don't get confused, this is very easy.
I think this is. I always think the
Hmm.
pipeline is different.
No, this is a pipeline is simply some sequence of steps. Okay, nothing else. So see, you are done with these two steps if you are able to do these kind of questions. Okay, so basically they are preparing you, they are making you ready for this whole machine learning tasks. Okay, which you eventually do in this iitm-bs degree. So that's
Actually,
it.
say one module in this file handling import sys. Can you explain little bit about that?
Import csv.
Sys, SYS module.
Sys. Okay, there are many modules. Import sys is a system module. Like when you have some kind of command line arguments, like if I write python 3 main.py, this is a command line argument, or you have to work with the system. Let's say you are checking about what input you are getting, or how your terminal is exactly like working with your file program. Okay, about the system mainly, on which you are operating. Let's say you want to get the specifications of the system, you can use this module for that. Okay, so each
This,
module has a different purpose.
these are system commands. Okay, we have.
Yes, not exactly system commands, but roughly we can say. Okay, now guys, just one thing. आपके पास, you all generate a lot of data every single day. Open your Gmail. Okay, see how many emails you are getting. What you can do, you can create some, like let's say you have extracted the data using Google Takeout. Okay, Google Takeout is some tool to download all of your data. You have downloaded all your emails. Then what you can do, you can create a CSV file in which you can format the data such a manner that for each email ID, how many emails you have received. Okay, this you can do. This is one data analysis. And you can also do some, if you add some machine learning model, you can also see like what kind of a discussion you are doing in that specific email. So this is all about like machine learning and everything, data science, that you will do later on, and you can do after in after random as well. Okay, and that's it. Just one thing, guys, I'll share you all these questions, all these files,
Can you
all the
explain?
data, everything in the drive link. That drive link will be in this form. Okay, and I would recommend you to please fill this feedback form just for the like future sessions, how can I improve it and so on. Okay.
One thing left actually that I
Mhm.
asked earlier about in list comprehension, we have to use that if statement.
I have already
You
shared,
said
right?
about no. You said two if we can use in last, and you said about
Okay. The
one thing
first,
that is
yes, the first if was this one. Okay.
yes. Uh,
The other if I'll explain you in a bit. Okay, don't worry. Just one thing. See, these questions you have, right? These 27 questions and some 8 questions are there in this file as well. I have added it in the drive link already. So you have like around 35 questions. Plus you have some OPP mock questions as well. That would be, I guess, 15 maybe. So you have 50 questions to practice, and you have 2 days. Like uh, currently you have 6 hours something, and you have like the whole day tomorrow and half of the day like day after tomorrow as well. So you have almost 2 days to practice. Okay, what you can do, just take a question. Okay, take a question, try to write the code within 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, if you are able to do, that is great. Okay, even if you are taking 1 hour, that is also good. There is no kind of thing that you should get sad or something. It's completely fine at starting. Then if you are stuck now, go to chat gpt or perplexity, copy the code, copy the question, copy the data. Okay, copy your code, copy paste your code, copy paste your the question and the data. Ask it that I am solving this question, I don't know like what where I am doing the mistake, can you point out the mistake for me? Okay, or can you give me hint for the to correct the mistake? Do not ask for the direct solution, that will just ruin your learning. Ask for the hints. Okay, the same way I was giving you the hints now, similarly ask for the hints. Use those hints, brainstorm it, try to solve the question which you were solving in 1 hour to 30-40 minutes, then try to solve it in 15-20 minutes. Okay, and just repeat this process again and again for at least, let's say, 20 questions. You can do 20 questions in 2 days. It's easy, just maybe 3 to 4 hours, that's it. And you are like, you will easily score 100 out of 100 in OPP2, and overall also आपकी python strong हो जाएगी. Okay,
Thank you for
so these
very
are some basic tips. And just one thing, during the OPP will be of 2 hours, right? 2 hours 120 minutes. I don't know
Yes,
exactly how
yes.
many
2
questions.
hours.
Yes, 120 minutes mainly. I don't know how many questions you will get.
7.
seven.
Okay, 7. So
Actually,
then also see what you can do.
17 minutes some change we'll get
Yes,
each
17
question.
minutes, but see, if you can just give 5 minutes to understand, read and understand the question. Okay, understand the question. If you are able to do if you are giving more than 5 minutes now for a single question, like you have 17 minutes approx, then skip that question, move on to next question. Give it 5 minutes to read. Okay, then just give 5 minutes to basically write a pseudo code, or let's say write it in your pen or paper. Write pseudo code
you can make
in
plan
pen
there.
paper. Okay, then the rest of the 5 minutes, or in fact, if you are able to write the pseudo code in 5 minutes, then you can write the code in 2 minutes. Okay, and rest 3 minutes to fix the errors if there are any errors. This is a very basic workflow which you can do. And if you do this, if you follow this kind of a strict timeline while solving each and every question, you can easily do the whole OPP within 100 minutes. You will still left with the 20 minutes. Okay, so yes, this is a very rough and very detailed, in fact I would say, approach I have given you. Just do this, follow this, and you can watch my previous sessions as well. Okay, just go to the playlist, and there are many OPP1, OPP2 previous session, like this OPP1, before that also OPP2 sessions, before that as well I have OPP2 sessions. Okay, so just do, I have like around 5 to 6 sessions, that means 12 to 15 hours of content is there. So you have a lot of things to practice, you can do it. Okay, and all the best guys. And now let's meet before NTERM, for NTERM revision. Okay,
Excuse me.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
welcome, and I'll upload the recording of this in the YouTube channel. And just one thing, if you are able to solve any question, or even if you get any doubt, please pro, uh, paste the solution or paste your doubt in the comments of the video. Okay, I'll help you as soon as possible. Okay, yes Vicky.
ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਪੁੱਛਣੀ ਸੀ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੈਬ ਡਿਵੈਲਪਮੈਂਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਹੈਲਪ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ
Okay, generally I help, but I do not take any sessions. Okay, let me just pause the recording. Okay, stop the recording. So yes, all the best guys, all the best for OPP.